Deep in the frozen forests of North America, among the Algonquin-speaking peoples, there is a legend whispered for centuries, a story of hunger, greed, and an unspeakable transformation, a monster that was once human, but became something else entirely. This is the tale of the Wendigo. The Wendigo is one of the most terrifying figures in Native American mythology. Described as a gaunt, skeletal creature with glowing eyes, decaying skin, and a heart made of ice. It is said to roam the forests in search of human flesh. But the most disturbing part of the legend is this: the Wendigo was once a person. According to tradition, when someone gave in to cannibalism, especially during the desperate winters of the far north, their soul became corrupted and they transformed into a Wendigo. The Wendigo embodies hunger that can never be satisfied. In some accounts, it grows larger with every meal, so no matter how much it eats, it remains starving, a true monster of endless greed. But the Wendigo wasn't just a myth to frighten children. It reflected the very real dangers of starvation and isolation in the harsh northern winters. When food ran out and survival was at stake, the fear of cannibalism and of becoming a Wendigo was a way of warning people. Better to starve than to cross that final line. The legend even crept into real history. In the 17th and 18th centuries, European missionaries and fur traders wrote about native people, warning them of the Wendigo. Jesuit priests in Canada recorded cases of men who believed themselves to be turning into Wendigos, begging to be killed before they transformed. And in the 19th century, there were actual Wendigo trials. Among the Cree and Ojibwe, certain individuals were executed after showing signs of Wendigo possession, such as violent behavior, cannibalistic fantasies, or uncontrollable rage. To the community, these weren't criminals. They were infected, consumed by the spirit of the Wendigo. Perhaps the most famous case is that of Swift Runner, a Cree man in Canada in 1879. During a harsh winter, with food supplies gone, he murdered and ate his own family. When arrested, he claimed he was possessed by the Wendigo spirit. To the courts, he was a criminal, but to his people, he had become something far worse. Psychologists today sometimes refer to Wendigo psychosis, a culture-bound syndrome where individuals believed they were turning into cannibals. While modern medicine debates whether this was real psychosis or misunderstood folklore, the belief had deadly consequences. Communities lived in fear of who might be consumed by hunger and who might become the next Wendigo. Even today, the Wendigo survives in pop culture. You'll see it in horror films, TV shows, and video games, usually as a monstrous forest demon. But stripped of its original context, we often forget what it truly represented: the fear of hunger, greed, and losing one's humanity. The Wendigo is more than a monster story. It's a warning, a reminder of what happens when survival, greed, or desperation push people beyond the boundaries of human morality. A legend born out of starvation, but still alive in our darkest fears. So the next time you hear the wind howl through the forest on a cold winter's night, remember the legend of the Wendigo. Was it just a story to scare people away from cannibalism? Or does the spirit of the Wendigo still walk the frozen woods, searching for its next victim? If you enjoyed this dive into dark mythology, don't forget to subscribe to Forbidden History and tell us in the comments, do you think the Wendigo was just a myth born of hunger or something much more real?